Hello, welcome all to my channel Rendezvous with Dr. Pushpendra Rakshit. Now, as we all know that we all are going away with the parts of learning, in this particular video, we'll be talking and discussing about e-commerce boom. Now, we see that there had been a huge boom in e-commerce, and because of which there are also different activities carrying on e-commerce or by e-commerce websites. So this dot-com bubble burst. I mean, where we are using the power or we are knowing the power of internet. The dot-com world has really changed the life of all the businesses that we see in the e-commerce and e-business platform. So there are certain factors. Let us know, friends, what are the factors which are important for this sort of e-commerce boom in the market which we see today. Now, talking about the e-commerce boom, the first factor that we see is about commercial factor. When we talk about commercial factor, it is very simple to understand that we are talking or we are trying to talk about the commercial aspects of it. So when we talk about commercial aspects of it, there are certain things which we have to take in care of. We have the cheaper rates. We are having cheaper rates. That means we have the products which are available on online. They are most of the time with discounts, with offers, and the rates are comparatively low as we see in the physical stores. The developing logistic, that is, we don't have to carry anything. Products are as and when we book, order the product, delivery is done at the doorstep. Now they are segment specific. When we talk about segment specific, that means we can see in any website either the two things which are commonly understood. In a website like Flipkart, Amazon, what we could see that there are segmentations made for the products. We have electronic, we have men, we have women. In men and women segment also will be having the like apparels. If you're talking about, then we'll be having the in that we'll be having casual, semi-casual, formal. We can have segments of shoe, we can have of perfume, we can have of the purse, wallets, and like that we can have different accessorial. Even the divisions are possible. Baby products are there. Even we are also having the products which are related to the different aspects. So these are within a website. We have multi-dimensional or diversified options of segmentations are there. And sometimes if we can take this also has a specific product oriented segmentation. For example, paperfry.com, which completely deals with the furniture. We have the next example that is basically related to, you have eBay, which is an auction oriented platform. Firstcry.com, which is again related to baby products. We are having 99acres.com, that is related to real estates. So like that we have the specific segments made. Websites are there, or we can say the segmentation of the market is done as per the requirement of the customer. Metromolian websites are also there. Shadi.com, for related to jobs we have Naukri.com. Share market we have Sherkhan.com. So we are having different segments available, and that is what we could see. And we talk about this e-commerce boom, and that is one of the reasons that direct reachability is there. Internet progression has also taken a leap. We could see that there had been good amount of development in that. We could see as e-commerce platforms have slowly and gradually grown up, and because of which there is a huge development which is possible. Now we also have here the smartphone industry on rise. So we can also see that the smartphone industry has also come to a rise, and we are having facility today of e-commerce platform where the smartphones are also getting used as a device, and that's suppose m-commerce, mobile commerce. So rather than having getting only switch to your desktop, laptop, we are also having the mobile, we are having an app, and app-based technologies are available by which we can get to any of the businesses, any of the websites available today. Next comes your technical factor. Technical factors are also very interesting and important to understand. Now, when we talk about technical factor, we generally understand about the technicalities or technological implementations which are there. Adaptability of technology, availability of technology is very important in this scenario. We know there is a digital divide in our country, and in that case there are people or in cosmopolitan metropolitan cities who are equipped with the devices, or even at rural places some people are equipped, but there is also a crowd which is not having the availability or affordability for these technological developments what they are looking into. So when we talk about all these things, there is a digital divide. Yes, digital divide that we see in Indian scenario. in terms of technology. So in this case, what we can see that one part is enjoying everything and another part is deprived of that. So still, I would say now, as the pandemic happened or because of the technological evolutions, we are having the better services given to the most of the companies are trying to give better services to everyone. Still, the divide remains. So faster and accessible internet, 2G, 4G, and now we may be thinking that marching towards 5G. Smartphone availability is there, and smartphones are supporting each and every aspect of the life which we see today. We can go around with having all the applications available on our smartphones, and because of which the e-commerce boom has really grown up. You can see a boom in e-commerce. Then extended mobility. So as mobile is defined, it is you can move at any place, anytime. So we have this facility of mobility where we could see that we are moving from one place to another, and that is the reason we are seeing ubiquity as a new unique feature of e-commerce, and which is discussed in the earlier video. So when we talk about ubiquity, what we generally see that 24 by 7, anytime, anywhere, everywhere, presence of internet. And internet is the backbone, is the key element for having the e-commerce services available. Now, when we talk about mobility, as internet is available, we can carry the device and we can go on having the services, which we see in case of Ola, Uber, Zoom Car. We are having Yulu cycles at any time, anywhere. We can go ahead with those availability of having those services. Faster, cheaper broadband, yes, of course. We are having different companies playing a very important role. Reliance is there, Sifi is there, Cisco is there, MTNL is there. They all are trying. Their SSB cable is there. They all are trying their level best to provide. Even we have Airtel in that case. They are trying to give the better service. So there is a huge competition that is also seen when they all are trying to give the better, faster, cheaper broadband connectivity to the user. Let us see the third one. Third one basically talks about the demographic factors. In demographic factor, we generally see about the important things of customer stance. That need of a customer is very important in order to supply the product to the customer, and e-commerce platforms are meant for that, so that easiness is there and we can save energy, time, and up to an extent money, and we can have the availability of product with a better choice and affordability. Online means offline today. So life has changed. When we talk about online, we see it is on life. Anything that is happening has a positive or negative impact on our life today. So there is a huge development that, or we can say that impact that is there in our life today. From morning till evening, we all are on night. We are on social media. We are on different platforms, and we are getting multiple news, and we need to always cross check. Reality check has to be done for everything, but otherwise we are having an impact of overall. So whether demography, when we talk about the genders, we talk about the geographic factors, we talk about the availability of technology in those geographical factors, and also we talk about the disposable income. So disposable income, that means there is a PPP, purchase power parity, that we all see. So of course there is a rise in the income, and at some cases this pandemic has hit, and there are unemployment rate which has increased, and because of which the challenges are more. But still, the e-commerce are doing good. E-commerce businesses are doing good, and we could also see the next factor, that is next point, that is related to computer literacy rate. It is very important. As always, I keep on saying through the channel that it is very important to have the computer literacy and cyber literacy present in every individual, those who are using the devices and those who are learners or practitioners. It is very important to have such knowledge imparted within us. So that is what we are trying every time. So it is very important, without which we are not knowing about the security glitches and we fall prey to the cyber crimes. So we need to be quite cautious, because we all are using the devices to the maximum level in this current scenario, and otherwise also the usage is quite good. Now, social factors, when we talk about social factor, we generally see about the boom of social media. Social media has grown to the maximum level, and we all are using the social media. Half of the time is spent on social media. Most of the businesses are done, advertisements are there, promotions are made, and we are using social media for maximum. Even the official works are even now getting done on social media, and we have different different sites for that. We have WhatsApp, we are having WeChat, we are having Instagram. These are the prominent ones which are quite getting used at times, and there are other platforms also on social media which we are using. LinkedIn for professional activity. We are having the Facebook, which is the one of the largest users we have of Facebook, and the things are going quite well. So we need to be just keeping an eye that the society is not having a bad impact or whenever we are on such platform, even on Twitter. So changing lifestyle. Our lifestyles are definitely changing because we are highly engrossed into the technology and we are highly engrossed into the social media platforms. So social factor, which are man being a social animal, there are certain social factors which are important to be taken care of, and that should not get diluted, which is we can see up to an extent because of technological interference into our life. Young population, we talk about as in India, which with the largest younger population, so that is how it is the largest market for the products that we could see available here. Product line, we have a huge amount of product lines as per the social requirements, as per the individual requirement. The product lines are also there available. Media reach, of course, today whether we talk about the print media, digital media, or we talk about the your social media, we are having the reachability to the maximum extent. Anything can become wild and viral at a time. It is very important that the informations are shared on time. So digitization and digitalization, one of the important aspect again, without which all these facilities are not at all possible. So when we talk about making India, when we talk about digital India, then it is also very important that the proper understanding has to be there within the people discussing and talking about digital India. So e-commerce boom is possible also as one of the key factor, I can say factor, or I can say as an important point, that is digitization and digitalization. We all are using the digital devices and we all are showing our presence on digital media, or digital equipments are used at a very larger extent. So this is what we had a talk on e-commerce boom, where we are talking about multiple factors and we have seen it very properly. So it is these are the factors which are responsible for having the e-commerce business to the maximum level. And without these factors in either of the scenario in India or in Western country, we see this is not possible. So there is always a financial impact. There is always a social impact. There is always impact on each and every walk of life. And that is how most of the businesses have done pretty well in even the contingency and crisis time. So I hope if you have liked the video, keep liking, sharing, and subscribing my channel. And this video is definitely helpful as we talk about as it talks about your the developments which we generally see. So in terms of the e-commerce boom. So keep watching us. Thanks a lot for being with us.